There's a reason I talk about white supremacy a lot as a white person. Some black people and some people of color, because of life circumstances, because of their character, spiritual experiences, whatever, have this ability to extend a grace. And that grace is to explain the problems of race in America while experiencing its harmful effects. Many other people completely reasonably cannot extend that grace. They cannot tell you how the sole of your boot feels while it's on their neck. And people tend to get really upset about the tone of racial conversations. And this is what I want to say. For my white listeners and friends right now, and you say, what can I do? What can I do? I understand this is a problem. I've watched these black children die on the news, and I can't stand it anymore. What can I do? First, you can listen to the people who are willing to share. Don't approach a black friend or a black media figure with the expectation that they owe you an education in a system. So the first thing you should do is start following voices and listening and absorbing and studying like you are in school without comment. And then as you learn more perspectives, and we're going to have links to voices, and we're going to have links to reading materials in the show notes for this episode on theliturgist.com to get you started. But as you start to understand these systems, one of the best things you can do as a white person is taking on the burden of explaining white supremacy to other white people, to stop requiring the people suffering from these systems to also explain their harm. Because no one, sadly, based on the way human brains process prejudice, white people who are starting to wake up or are not awake yet would be more comfortable hearing these ideas from white voices. What I'm not saying build a speaking career on it. I'm not saying utilize your insights to gain monetary advantage. That's unethical. As much as you can, amplify black voices and people of color. What I'm talking about is in interpersonal conversations. It's easier for you to call out your uncle who uses the N-word at Thanksgiving than it is for the person who has to deal with him at the office later. We, white people, have to start driving a conversation about white supremacy with other white people.